My name is Jean Augustine. I'm called by different names depending on when people know me. So I'm from Teacher Jean to the Honourable Jean Augustine, to Commissioner Augustine, to Dr. Augustine. Well, growing up in Happy Hill, St. George's, Grenada, and you know the way that kids play. So we always played school, and I was always the teacher when we were playing school. At the same time, I knew that that was a profession. But not that I had a lot of choices, because growing up in Grenada at the time I did, a young woman had about 4 choices. You could be a nurse, you could be a teacher, you can work with the government, or you can work in a department store, or you can get married and stay home and be a good housewife. So my choice was really education, that I wanted to be a teacher. And that's really what spurred me to do the pupil teacher training, to become a teacher in what we used to be called Mother Rose School in Grenada. And when I came here, using the Canada-Caribbean domestic scheme as an opportunity to get myself to Canada, the very first thing I did was to find an opportunity to go to Teachers College. And so I went to Toronto Teachers College, got my certification, and went directly into teaching. When you come from the outside in, as you can say immigrants do that, they come from a way into the society. They come but most of the time it's by choice. You make the decision that you're going to come to Canada because you want something better for yourself. And so once you come into the society, you begin to look for opportunities in the society to meet what you have put out as your goals for coming into the society. I think there is I try to stay away from comparing the fact of Canadians who were here and who've been here for generations, because the entire social structure worked against them. The racism that there was in the society, the lack of acknowledgement of people. And it was not until there was a critical mass of people saying the same things that these people were saying for generations, 4, 5, 6 generations, that we see some of the changes. So I think it's all of us working together, all of us recognizing that we have strengths as Black Canadians, and all of us having the knowing that we have to work together, and we have to have some common, some things that we all agree about. And that is, we are Black people, we're raising Black children, we are contributing to Canadian society. In the 60s, the streets of Toronto was nothing like it is today. We didn't see a lot of Black faces, we didn't see a lot of people in all kinds of endeavors. And so it was important at the time to be part of the activism to make things happen. Because at the time we had no Human Rights Commission, we had no Charter of Rights and Freedom, we had no SIU and police community relations, we didn't have landlord and tenant. So there were so many things in the society that we had to be activists around to move the agenda forward, and to get to the place where when Pierre Trudeau came along talking about the just society, that we as people of color, as we were called, as Black Canadians, can find ourselves in the society. When I put forward the motion in Parliament for Black History Month, this was really what I had at the back of we're doing something for the next generation. And what I put on the table was the fact that we were here for hundreds of years. I also put on, as part of my argument, that we come from different places as Black Canadians. We contribute to the building of Canadian society. And it's important for those issues be recognized by all Canadians. And our history is not just a history that we bring from someplace else. Our history here is Canadian history. When you see what's happening now in Black History Month, from coast to coast to coast, in churches, in schools, cultural, creative, the arts, everywhere, Black Canadians and all Canadians in corporate Canada celebrating the fact that we are here as contributors, as builders, as participants and collaborators in Canadian society.
My skin is black, my arms alone, my hair is wood.